How then, Nicky, do you think we balance this? I mean, much of the contention, of course, would come from the idea that these plans or the recommendations might actually be anti-poor. How then do you provide at least a good balance here to protect the poorest of the poor?
Yeah, well, I think ASEC Paolo was making a point that we're not going back to pre-train levels. What we're simply doing is deferring that decrease in income taxes. It's going to hurt. I think for the most part, it's going to hurt the middle class. I think the tax break that many of the middle class people were looking for, will be deferred. So that tax break that we're supposed to be getting is going to be set back. Income taxes for the lower income brackets are still zero, so at least they still enjoy that benefit. There's also talk of at least lowering the VAT rate if they're able to expand the VAT base. So that's one way to, I guess, balance it out. A lot of the new measures that they were mentioning, possible taxes on Netflix, possible taxes on cryptocurrency transactions, possible taxes on gambling, I think, or gaming, as well as luxury items. So I think for the most part, they're going after certain segments of society. But yeah, these once again are just on the table. So it's up to the new administration to pick and choose which parts of this consolidation plan they want to push forward with.
Nicky, pandemic notwithstanding, do you find that the train law reforms were actually effective in, let's say, distributing the wealth of the rich and taking away the burden from the poor when it comes to taxes? And is this a continuation of that? Is this a divergence from what they were trying to achieve, or just a postponement because of the, of course, pandemic-induced debts that we're in?
Yeah, the train law is, of course, set into 4 parts. And if they had actually brought out train in its purest form, as I guess authored by outgoing Secretary Carl Chua, that would have been one way to really look to provide a little more equity in this environment. Even on taxation for something such as road vehicles, they had envisioned taxing luxury car segments extremely highly, and then giving a tax break for like subcompacts and the like. That didn't happen actually. When we had the final version of Train 1 come out, there were some tweaks that I guess weren't in keeping or in line with the original version of Train. So tax reform is important, and I think you have to give kudos to the outgoing administration for finally getting this off the ground and started. And actually they're like halfway there. Part of the consolidation plan that ASEC Paolo was mentioning was, I think, Train 4 and 3. So these are things that we have to continue if we want to finally complete the Train fiscal consolidation plan.